Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, this is Cetaphil makeover. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you a traditional bridal inspiration. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I already cleansed her face. Right now I'm using my Cetaphil face moisturizer to moisturize her face. So moving on to primer, I'm using my classic face mattifying primer to prime her T-zone area. So next I'm just gonna use my liquid highlighter from nubanbeauty. This is optional, like it's not necessary you apply this, but I use it sometimes because I have it. So this would help you achieve a glowy base. So moving on to foundation, I missed two shades of foundation. I missed my nubanbeauty and Avour foundation. I'll be dropping the shade in my description box. So I'm just gonna use my beauty sponge to blend in the foundation. So now the foundation is well blended. I'm just gonna contour her face using my Zikel foundation in the shade 015. So next I'm using my Champion Creation cream blush to blush her cheeks. So moving on to highlight, I'm going to be highlighting her face using two shades of concealer. So right now I'm using my Avour concealer in the shade A30 to highlight the outer corner of her face. So I went ahead using my Zikel concealer in the shade Creamy Beige to highlight the inner corner of her face. So next I used my beauty sponge to blend in the concealer on the highlighted area. So I'm done blending the concealer. I'm going to be setting her face, but before I do that I used my beauty sponge to blend the areas underneath her eyes to avoid creasing. Then I went ahead using my Sasha buttercup setting powder to set her face. Well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just tweak your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. So I noticed my camera was giving me two different effects. I don't know if you can see it, but that was what I noticed after recording the video. So right now I'm using my Avour powder in the shade 05. I'm just gonna use my powder brush to blend in the powder. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. So I'm done blending the powder on her face. I'm going to be contouring her face using my Avour Oil Control Powder palette. I'm using a color slightly darker than her skin color to contour her face. So to contour her nose, I'm using these two shades from the same powder palette to contour her nose.
You give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here.
So I went back using my powder brush to blend the rest of her face.
You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.
So now that everything is well blended, I'm going to be setting her face using my Kylie Beauty Fix Spray. So I let her face dry a little. So right now I'm baking her face, snatching her nose and doing reverse contour. So moving on to her brows, I used my spoolie brush to brush her brows first. Then I went ahead using my brow time on her brows just to lay the hair nicely. So next is to outline her brows. I'm using my angled brush and my Karite gel liner to outline her brows. So I'm done outlining her brows. I went back using my spoolie brush to brush her brows again. So next is to highlight her brows. I'm using the same Avour concealer in the shade A20 to highlight the beginning of her brows. So next is to highlight her brow bone area. I'm using my Zikel concealer in the shade Creamy Ivory to highlight her brow bone area.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain.
So next, I'm using my blending brush to blend the concealer on the highlighted area.
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine.
So right now I'm using these two light shades from the same Adventure powder palette to set the concealer on the highlighted area.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
So to highlight the top of her brows, I'm using the same concealer I used in highlighting the beginning of her brows.
You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh.
So I went back using my spoolie brush to brush her brows again. So moving on to eyeshadow, I first of all applied eye primer on her lid using my House of Tara eye primer. Then I went ahead using this color from my Kylie eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use my blending brush to blend it on her crease.
You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
So I'm done with this color I applied for. So I went on using this color from the same eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use my brush to blend it on her lid.
You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh.
So I'm using my eyeshadow blending brush to blend her lid to avoid any demarcation on her lid. So next I'll be using this golden color from my House of Tara eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna use my brush to apply it on her lid. So I'm just gonna apply this golden color eyeshadow from my Beach Wave eyeshadow palette. I'm just using my brush to place it on her lid. So I went back using my blending brush to blend this area again. So I added a little MK pigment on her lid. I'm just using my finger to place it on her lid. So moving on to her lid, I'm just gonna use my Karite gel liner, the dark shade, to line her lid. So next, I used the same gel liner to line her waterline area. So next, I'm using my Zaron mascara to darken her natural lashes. So I went back using my contour brush to blend in the contour area. So next, I will be using my small blending brush to dust out the excess powder underneath her eyes. So next, I used my powder blending brush to blend the rest of her face. So next is to wear her lashes. I'm using lashes from Chee lashes. So moving on to blush, I'll be using my House of Tara blush palette. I'll be using that light pink to blush her cheeks. So I went back using my fingers to press her natural lashes together with her false lashes. So next, I used my Younger Beauty brow setting gel on her brows. I'm just going to use my spoolie brush to apply it on her brows just to give it a more natural look. So next, I used my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to set her face again. So to highlight her face, I'm using my maivels Glow Dust to highlight her face. So moving on to her lip, I'll be using my Blossom lip palette. I'll be using that brown shade to line her lip. So next, I added this nude color from the same Blossom lip palette. I'm just gonna use my brush to apply it. So next, I used my lip blending brush to blend her lip. So next, I added a little gloss on her lip using my flat brush. So right now, I went back using my small blending brush to blend the areas underneath her eyes. So I added a little TM Essential Cheek Glaze on her cheeks just to make her face glow. So next, I used my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray on her face for the last time. Then I let her face dry. So right now, my friend is tying her GELE. So if you want to see a video of how she tied this GELE, let me know in the comment section. So yeah. So here comes the final look. This is a traditional bridal inspiration. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So if you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on your post notification button, share this video, guys. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.